But today, we're talking about a game that has everyone buzzing. A game where Caitlin not only put on an MVP-worthy performance, but did so despite suffering a painful twisted ankle. Yes, you heard that right. This is a story of grit, determination, and sheer talent. Caitlin Clark is, and why she's such a big deal in the basketball world. Caitlin Clark is a name that has been on everyone's lips since her college days at the University of Iowa, where she was a standout player. Known for her deep three-pointers, court vision, and leadership, Caitlin quickly established herself as one of the most exciting young talents in women's basketball. In the WNBA, Caitlin was drafted by the Indiana Fever, where she immediately made an impact. From her rookie season, she's been dropping jaws with her ability to take over games, score in bunches, and elevate her teammates' performances. Her fearlessness on the court, combined with her basketball IQ, the Indiana Fever were coming into this game with a lot on the line. They were facing a tough opponent, and every win mattered as the playoffs loomed closer. The team had been riding a wave of momentum, with key players like Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell stepping up in big moments. But everyone knew that Caitlin Clark was the engine that made the Fever go. Her ability to score, facilitate, and lead was crucial to the team's success. However, what no one expected was the drama that would unfold during this game. Early on, it was clear that this was going to be a physical contest. Both teams were playing with intensity, knowing that the outcome could have major implications for their playoff hopes. The Fever were looking to solidify their position, while their opponents were fighting to keep their own playoff dreams alive. The stage was set for a battle, and Caitlin Clark was right in the middle of it. And then, the unthinkable happened. Midway through the second quarter, Caitlin Clark drove to the basket, weaving through defenders with her signature agility. Was this the end of Caitlin's night? Could the Fever survive without their star player? Injury is a part of sports, but when it happens to a key player, especially one as vital as Caitlin, it sends shockwaves through the team. The medical staff rushed to her side, and after a few tense moments, Caitlin was helped to the bench. You could see the concern on the faces of her teammates and the coaching staff. Losing Caitlin would be a massive blow, not just for this game, but potentially for the rest of the season. The team's playoff hopes seemed to hang in the balance. But this is where Caitlin Clark showed why she's not just a talented player, but a true leader and competitor. Despite the pain, Caitlin made it clear she limped back onto the court, determined to help her team no matter what. This decision speaks volumes about Caitlin's character. It would have been easy, and probably even smart, to sit out the rest of the game and focus on recovery. But Caitlin knew what was at stake. She knew her team needed her, and she wasn't about to let them down. This is the kind of moment that separates good players from great ones. Those who can push through adversity and still perform at the highest level. With Caitlin back on the floor, the energy in the arena shifted. It was as if her presence alone gave the Fever a renewed sense of purpose. But Caitlin wasn't just a decoy out there. She was ready to make an impact. And she hit a deep three-pointer that sent the crowd into a frenzy, reminding everyone why she's considered one of the best shooters in the game. But she didn't stop there. Caitlin's court vision was on full display as she dished out several assists, setting up her teammates for easy baskets. Her ability to read the defense and make the right play was critical in keeping the Fever's offense flowing. And let's not forget her defense. Even with a bum ankle, Caitlin was diving for loose balls, contesting shots, and doing everything she could to disrupt the opposing team's rhythm. It was clear that Caitlin was playing through pain, but you wouldn't know it by the way she was moving. She was everywhere, making play after play, and leading her team by example. Let's dive into some of the key plays that defined this incredible performance. First, there was the moment in the third quarter where Caitlin, limping slightly, drove to the basket and finished with a tough layup through contact. The crowd erupted, and you could see the fire in Caitlin's eyes. She was in the zone. Then, late in the fourth quarter, this shot not only put the Fever ahead, but also deflated their opponents, who were struggling to keep up with Caitlin's relentless energy. But perhaps the most memorable moment came in the final minutes of the game. The Fever were clinging to a slim lead, and the other team was pressing hard. Caitlin, clearly exhausted and in pain, took control. She orchestrated the offense with precision, using up the shot clock before making a perfect pass to Aaliyah Boston for an easy bucket. This play not only didn't just help the Fever win this game, it galvanized the entire team. Aaliyah Boston, who had been playing well throughout the game, seemed to feed off Caitlyn's energy and determination. Kelsey Mitchell, another key player, also stepped up, hitting crucial shots and playing lockdown defense. The entire team rallied around Caitlyn, and the result was a cohesive, determined effort that overwhelmed their opponents. This game showed just how important Caitlyn is to the Fever, not just as a scorer, but as a leader who can inspire and elevate her teammates even when she's not at 100%. For the opponents, it was a crushing blow. They had played well, and under normal circumstances, they might have pulled off the win. But Caitlyn's refusal to quit, combined with her ability to still dominate the game, was too much to overcome. It's a game they won't soon forget, and it's a reminder of just how dangerous the Fever can be when Caitlin Clark is on the court. After the game, the buzz around Caitlyn's performance was electric. Teammates, coaches, and even opponents were full of praise for the young star. She's a leader, and she showed that no matter what happens, she's going to fight for this team. Kelsey Mitchell also chimed in, saying, "Caitlyn is the heart of this team. We all look to her, and tonight she showed why she's one of the best." Her performance was inspiring, and it made us all want to step up our game. Even the opposing coach had to give credit where it was due, saying, "Caitlin Clark is a special player. We threw everything we had at her, and she still found a way to beat us. You have to respect that." Now, let's talk numbers. Caitlyn finished the game with a stat line that would be impressive under any circumstances. 19 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. But when you consider that she did all this while playing on a twisted ankle, points included 3 three-pointers, each one coming at a critical moment in the